Ultimate goal. Clark having a deep rotation, a strong bench, sure helps a team in so many ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I think it allows you to keep constant pressure on the opposition when you have a deep bench that's capable. It just puts a lot of pressure on the opponent. And it also keeps your guys fresh and engaged. Not just fresh physically, but engaged mentally as well.
So the Rockets win the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the core of the Warriors out there with Curry, Clay, Iguodala, KD, and Draymond. He used that pick just right. Harden's got the game going here with the first basket for the Rockets.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off, timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
They set the pick. Thompson passes to Curry. They grab their own miss. Here's Durant. Good D by Ariza.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Ariza, and Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Thompson against Harden. Outside Durant, back to Thompson. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
On defense, the Warriors. It's a three-point game. Paul dishes to Harden. Capella sets a screen for Ariza. Screen by Capella. Kicks it out to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. And so just over a minute and a half played. Dishes to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Man, I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
Now, here's Capella. And Harden with the stuff.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling, Greg. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Harden with a screen on Thompson. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Durant with a screen on Harden. Back to Curry. From the arc. Good D by Ariza.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen. Got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Durant for 3. Rebounded by Capella.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Now here's Paul. Goes up the baseline. He gets that one.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Durant with it, guarded by Tucker. Back to Thompson. Kicks to Curry. It's deflected. It's stolen by Capella. Ariza outside. Feeds to Paul. Screen by Capella. Harden inside the three-point line. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Harden's got 7. Warriors trail by 8. Well, Swiss center Clint Capella is up there as one of the most efficient players in the league. He's only 22, but he's efficient mostly because all his shots come right at the basket, right on the doorstep. Last season, he finished near the top of the league, in fact, in field goal percentage.
And for a while, he was leading the league, if I recall correctly, Kevin. Capella knows who he is, what he's about, and what his team needs from him. So he finishes off his chances that are created by guards penetrating. Not flashy, but very effective.
Pass to Harden. Five to shoot. Now the dish to Tucker. Over Thompson. Hits the front of the rim and out. Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Iguodala kicks to Curry. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Harden against Curry. Here's Capella, and he banks in the layup. Capella's got his second bucket.
You know, Capella's really hard to deal with inside, especially inside. He does a nice job using his size to get that shot off.
Here's the floater, and Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Curry kicks to Durant. Over Ariza.
It's just one of those games for him so far. Nothing seems to be finding the bottom of the net.
Paul passes to Ariza. Off target from three-point range. Warriors trail by 4. Thompson outside. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Capella with a screen on Thompson. Hits Harden with the drive. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Harden's got 9.
All Harden needs is a little separation. Once the screen comes his way, he's looking to pull up.
And Thompson throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
That free throw good from Thompson. And the NBA has had coaches who are as legendary as any player. With that in mind, Clark, who is your pick as the greatest coach of all time?
Man, I can't even begin to have an answer for that one. There's some guys that jump out, though, when you think about that list, who would be on it. Greg Popovich for sure. Phil Jackson would have to be included on that list. Red Auerbach. Chuck Daly for the way he was able to manage his players. Pat Riley, you'd have to consider him as part of being on somebody worthy of that list as well. And I'll even go back a little farther and throw Lenny Wilkins in the mix. I thought he was really good with a number of different teams that he coached.
Harden dishes to Paul. Capella kicks it to Tucker. Screen by Capella. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, starting out in the D-League, then bouncing around the international circuit, Tucker took the long, hard road to get here.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
That free throw, no good. And the Warriors dominant last season again, not only because, Greg, of their offense, but because of their defense. One of the best in the NBA, and they're just so active on that end of the floor.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Credit their personnel, because it allows them so much more flexibility defensively. And even when they go small, they have excellent rim protection. They're a physical bunch. I just don't think they get enough credit for their rebounding, one of the better teams in our league.
Now here's Iguodala. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Left side, Durant. It's good. This game is all even.
And Durant has just such a fluid release, very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
And Mbah-a-Moute's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Golden State also making some changes. Kevon Looney is checked in for Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Capella with a screen on Green. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
You got to respect and you can't sleep on the passing ability of Harden. Love how he zips it over to open teammates.
Livingston kicks it to Looney. Curry on the wing, defended by Paul. Golden State moving it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Green, and another basket for Golden State.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, you know, both teams scoring at a really steady clip. If you like good offense, you've come to the right spot. This is your game.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. So they take the lead. Green's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Over in the corner, Mbah-a-Moute. Offline with his three. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 17-7 run. And you ask any Houston fan who the greatest player in the history of their franchise is, and they all say Hakeem Olajuwon. Clark, you played against Olajuwon. Just how great a player was he? And what does he mean to this Rockets franchise today?
Well, he was special. A first ballot Hall of Famer, brought the only titles in franchise history to the Rockets, and could do everything you want from a big guy. Graceful, strong, a presence defensively and on the glass, unselfish. They called him Hakeem the Dream for good reason. That dude was a dream to play with and a nightmare for opponents.
Free throw good, Livingston. Houston making some changes. Green comes in for Clint Capella, and Eric Gordon subbed in for Chris Paul. Both shots good from the stripe. In the post, Clark, you were as polished as they come. I watched it with my own eyes and loved the way you play. Just how important, when you go back to that time, is footwork for a big man in the NBA?
Well, I think it's everything, regardless of what size you are, big or small. Fundamentally sound footwork is essential to being a solid offensive basketball player. And as a guy who played inside and out, it was something I took pride in. And I wasn't the greatest athlete, a decent athlete, so my footwork allowed me to gain an advantage against bigger guys.
4 on the clock. Here's Durant. No good off the back of the rim.
This has been a rough, turbulent outing for him so far. Fortunately, the rest of his team has bailed him out.
He kicks it to Curry. Green against Durant. Green, the pass to Durant. Over Green. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
To the wing on the left. Here's Livingston. And again, no good by Golden State. Houston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here's Gordon. Pass to Tucker. He feeds it to Harden. Pass to Green. Beyond the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Curry dishes to Livingston. They set the pick to the paint. Baamute with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. It's stolen by Livingston. Harden against Curry. Livingston kicks it to Looney. Back to Livingston. The feed to Curry. Green, the screen. The shot by Curry, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here's Gordon from outside, and it's Looney with the rebound. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Livingston kicks to Durant. Green, the pass to Durant. Over Green. Shots good by Durant. Durant's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high, makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 9. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries, Kevin.
Here's Livingston. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And the shot goes in. That's now 8 points for Kevin Durant.
And when he's in range, KD doesn't much care about the defender. You're not going to bother him.
Gordon with it. Outside, Green. From deep three-point range, James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. Back to the action after this word. And you talk to Chris Paul, and it's clear he was born to play the point guard position.
Fortunately, I've always been vertically challenged, so I've never had to play power forward or center on anybody's team. I've been passing and getting into the lane, dishing the ball off to a teammate, helping people score my entire career.
Vertically challenged, that's classic coming from Chris Paul. But, you know, seriously, Greg, he's taken that challenge and made the most of what he's got. A terrific play.
Really, and you know what? He's actually turned that challenge on his head when he goes right at much bigger players and uses their size against them.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Grinding away down low, man, just filing them down. Love the bully ball method. Paying off well.
Chris Paul and Gordon are the backcourt pair. Johnson is out there with Luke and Baamute. And it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here is Cook after Joe Johnson's score. Iguodala outside. Thompson against Mbah-a-Moute. Lock at 6. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Back to Paul. Fires from deep. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now here's Iguodala. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Cook, good.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision. He has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
Paul dishes to Gordon. And the foul called on Joe Johnson. That's his first foul. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
And Eric Gordon has long been noted as a terrific shooter, but I felt like he was able to display just how great he can be last season. Had that green light whenever he was on the floor and really near the top of the league in terms of threes attempted and made.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Paul kicks to Gordon. There's the screen. Amute, a screen on West. And the basket is good. Gordon's got 5. And for Gordon, he's been a great catch-and-shoot player in the past, Greg. The difference last season was the improvement in his pull-up threes.
And there is a world of difference between shooting a 3 off the pass as opposed to off the dribble. The pull-up threes are what make players like Steph Curry so hard to guard. And when Gordon added that to his game, I think it helped his overall ability to score the basketball. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Thompson misses.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Over Iguodala. And again, it's Eric Gordon. And now an 8-point Rocket lead.
And Gordon's so efficient as a scorer, especially from the mid-range where he's almost automatic.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
Here's Thompson, and he can't bank that one in. Rockets leading by 8. Here's Paul. He has 5. Johnson the screen. Offensive rebound, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And the versatility Johnson offers, it can't be forgotten. I mean, this is a guy that can play 3 to 4 positions, a lights-out shooter who also has that clutch gene.
The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Clark, in your rookie season in the NBA, did you ever have a welcome to the NBA moment? You know, a play or a sequence where you were brutally introduced to how unforgiving the NBA can truly be?
Yeah, how about my first night out? Spencer Haywood ran me in circles, and I shot 2 for 17, scored 6 or 8 points, and he was in my head from the very beginning. Thankfully, the Pacers won that game because it was a forgettable night other than that. But Spencer Haywood, even to this day, when I bump into him, reminds me of how he disrupted me and distracted me in that first game of my rookie season.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And when you watch the Warriors, one thing that just jumps out is their passing. Everyone on this team, they allow the ball to dictate where it goes. Just unselfish to a fault.
And so it's Golden State with it, trailing by 10. Cook kicks to Thompson. Picked by West. Thompson with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And the Warriors last year averaging right around 30 assists a game as a team. Greg, just a huge number, and they led the league in that regard by a wide margin.
Yeah, the passing they do is what they purpose as well. And I really feel like they have the highest collective basketball IQ in the game. I mean, they get a lot of free points off backdoor cuts or leak outs, and that's all because of their ball movement and awareness as a group.
That free throw good from Thompson.
Man, Thompson is phenomenal as a two-way player. A knockdown shooter from everywhere, challenged or unchallenged, and he defends at an elite level, too.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Green comes in for Bell, and it's Kevon Looney in for West. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
That's good from Johnson.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Now, here's Thompson. He has 6. Count that one. Here's Paul. Screen by Baamute. Johnson against Green. Johnson kicks to Baamute. From outside, off the mark. Warriors trail by 10. Here is Cook. Outside, Green. Now the pass to Looney. On the wing, Iguodala. Just 5 on the clock. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Paul passes to Gordon. Johnson the screen. Paul with the ball. Now Green defending. Back to Gordon. Here's the 3. He can't get it to go. Good D by Thompson. Over Gordon. Dishes it to Cook. Kicks it to Thompson. Over Gordon. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Klay Thompson.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Well, you know, last season, one of the surprise teams was the Houston Rockets. Ended up 3rd in the West and one of the best records in the NBA. And, you know, most thought they would have a down year after Dwight Howard walked.
So for the Rockets, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Harden in for Gordon. And Golden State also making a change. Curry's checked in. And the Rockets, one of the big surprises in the NBA. But the players believe that they were one of the best teams heading into last season. They eventually won 55 games, which was much better than the 41 wins the season before.
Well, you know, Kevin, this organization has been putting out solid teams for the past decade, really. I mean, Mike D'Antoni deserves a lot of credit for their play last season because they were focused and were always hard to match up with.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And so it's Golden State with it. James Harden missing on the three. Looney kicks to Thompson. Over Harden. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 12 points for Klay Thompson. Paul outside. He dishes it to Harden. Feeds it to Ariza. Screen by Baamute. And the wide open shot from Paul drains the three-pointer. Paul's got 8 points.
Well, I liked the first quarter he had. I mean, and I'm loving the second quarter even more. Playing with a lot of momentum right now.
Now here's Iguodala. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Baamute.
And while Iguodala might not be the star of any team he's on, he's always going to be a major contributor because he does so many things well on both ends.
The free throw drops for Iguodala.
And for the last few seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. You know, he still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively, still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Gordon comes in for Trevor Ariza. So he gets them both. Perhaps, Greg, the biggest asset Iguodala brings to a team is his ability to defend.
I mean, he just has great timing for when to go for the steal. I mean, he can still move his feet well and can guard anybody, but the versatility to guard point guards to power forwards is something that makes him special.
Some changes for Golden State. Kevin Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Thompson in for Sean Livingston. Curry dishes to Thompson. There's the pick. Green, the screen. Curry passes to Thompson. Back to Curry. Takes a three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Pass to Looney. Outside, Green. Durant for three. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Now, here's Capella. He's got 6. Capella sets a screen for Harden. For 3, Gordon, and Durant sends it back. Thompson outside. Back to Durant. On the wing, Thompson. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
Harden kicks to Paul. Over Curry. Another miss by Houston. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 15-6 run. Back to Durant. Outside, Green. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Paul with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Paul kicks to Harden. Bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got 14.
And Harden is cash money from downtown, measuring it perfectly. You've got to respect this guy's shooting ability.
Now here's Durant. 11 points in the game. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 12.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Paul dishes to Harden. He kicks it to Gordon. We've got 1:55 left in the first half of the game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Gordon's got a great ability to draw contact. You got to respect that. He's an aggressive scorer who makes it tough on the defense, even if they get physical with him.
Well, for the majority of his career, Clark, Eric Gordon has been a starter. But last year, in his first year with the Houston Rockets, they deployed him as a 6th man, and he flourished in that role.
Yeah, you know, he sure did. And some guys just have a knack for thriving in that role coming off the bench. He knew he had the green light coming off the bench and jacking up threes. That's what he was called to do. And even though he played less minutes, he still obliterated his previous career high of three-pointers taken.
And Clark, this Houston team is so good at moving the ball around, top 3 in assists last season, and they know how to get a good shot. There's no doubt about that. Just keeping the defense following the ball, moving them side to side, keeping them on the move. How does that affect team chemistry?
I think it does wonders for team chemistry, Kevin, because everybody's happy. They're enjoying touching the ball, getting shots, playing at a fast pace. It's certainly fun for us to watch and for the fans to watch, and I think it helps to recruit other good players who enjoy watching that style and wanting to be part of it.
Paul passes to Harden, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Golden State.
And you got to know Harden's looking to get to the line. I mean, one of the best in the game at going right into the defender and drawing fouls.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And with the Warriors, their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched throughout the league. They'll be going along with the team, and then all of a sudden they have that 20-point lead in like 3 minutes. It can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell-shocked.
And both free throws good for James Harden. And talking about the Warriors and their ability to build a lead very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. Their shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. One kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll teams and create that momentum. And only the special teams can put a game away with a 5-minute run, but this is one that has consistently done it over the last 3 years.
Now here's Harden. 16 points for him. Now the dish to Capella. Passes it to Gordon. For the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Gordon's got 12 points in the game.
And really, the three-point shot is Gordon's specialty, Kevin. When he squares himself up, there's a real high chance he's dropping it in.
They set the pick. Stolen by Harden.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
That would be ideal, and that's exactly what they'll try to do. They don't need to rush it, just need to get a quality shot, and quickly.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Gordon. And last year, one of the bigger surprises in the NBA, the Houston Rockets.
And remember, absent Dwight Howard, a lot of people thought maybe they're going to take a step back. And in the year where several other super teams in the league kind of took a step forward, the Rockets were able to hold their own. The team has a system that works, and they have bought into it. And top to bottom, they've been making smart decisions.
And Gordon just continues to prove why he's so valuable. I mean, he knows he's out there to shoot the ball, and he does it very well.
And here's Green outside. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Paul. 8 points for him. 12 seconds left in the first half. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Bad turnover, plain and simple. No other way to describe it. I mean, he just threw it out of bounds.
9 seconds left in the first half. Curry outside. He can't get that one to fall. 1 second left. He can't get it to go. And so that's the end of the first half. Rockets lead by 7. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports
Welcome back,
Halftime
everybody.
Show.
It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 16 points, 5 assists, and 1 steal. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Well, Ernie, the beard is the league's most complete offensive weapon. Inside, outside, passing, working himself to the line. Harden got it going in the first half.
And over to Kenny now. How'd you think the Warriors were playing?
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling. Like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle stat.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
And as we return to Houston, Texas, a terrific look at the skyline here. The Toyota Center, part of that great landscape. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Warriors trail by 7. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Warriors death lineup out there with Curry, Clay, Iguodala, KD, and Draymond. Thompson misses.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Ariza with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Ariza against Iguodala. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Andre Iguodala.
Yeah, you chronicle the career of Trevor Ariza. You know, he came into the league primarily as a slasher and transition scorer and a good defender. He's done a nice job reinventing his game as he's gotten older. And now he's much more of a 3-and-D type player, impacting both ends of the floor.
That free throw good from Trevor Ariza. And Ariza is certainly Clark of the 3-and-D mold as a veteran. That is often what players on the perimeter need to do as their athleticism starts to decline.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Ariza can still run the floor and occasionally punch it down on you. There's no question about that. You know, it's just now the bulk of his contributions come off knocking down threes. He's had a very long and productive career and has really done a nice job of adapting to whatever his team needs from him.
Now here's Durant. Thompson up top. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, once Thompson gets going, he is almost impossible to slow down. We're seeing that tonight. Their entire offense is revolving around him, and boy, is he coming through.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Lobbed up there for Durant, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Screen by Capella. Pass to Ariza. Houston moving the ball around. They get it back. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
On the free throw, no good.
You know, one of the great strengths of Coach D'Antoni, to me, Kevin, is he really gives his players a lot of confidence. And his philosophy really clicks with players. They're comfortable playing for him. They know their responsibilities, and they play hard for D'Antoni.
No good from Durant. Rockets leading by 12. Ball up top, guarded by Curry. Paul outside. Capella kicks it to Tucker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And to what you said about Mike D'Antoni, he sees his players and asks, what can they do instead of what can't you do?
And, you know, he's had a lot of success last season elevating the Rockets and winning Coach of the Year in the process.
Here's Ariza. And off the glass. That one's good. And the Rockets lead by 14.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Curry dishes to Durant. They set the screen. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 13 points for Kevin Durant.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Chalk up two there.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And you know about Harden shooting and his ability to get to the line and all that, but you know, Clark, what some people don't realize is just how fast he's going end to end. I mean, he can just blow by players in the open floor.
Yeah, he's got deceptive speed, Kevin, and part of that is how he's worked to change his body from his college days at Arizona State to who he is in the NBA. He slimmed down a bit, but he still has that strength and that barrel-chestedness that allows him to play so well through contact. But you're right, his speed is lethal and deceptive.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Iguodala with a screen on Paul. Curry with it. He's picked up by Paul. That doesn't go either for Durant.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here is Durant, following the score by Trevor Ariza. Durant the pass to Thompson. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 5 assists in the game.
And he can do this all night long. Klay, one of the very best we have ever had to shoot the basketball.
Now here's Harden. 16 points for him. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Excellent use of the screen that time. And that's 15 points for Steph Curry.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Ariza has the open look. Ariza with another miss.
And, you know, I have no idea how he missed that one. When there's no defense around, he's usually automatic from there.
That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Thompson. Paul against Curry. Paul kicks to Harden. Capella with a screen on Thompson. Capella sets a screen for Ariza. Tries again, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Rockets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
That's good from Capella.
Well, I tell you what, it's really impressive how Capella has improved his role so quickly, Kevin. I mean, he's a starting caliber center known for his defense, but continues to make strides on offense, too.
Off the pick, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Iguodala. Thompson's got 10 points in just the second half. Harden dishes to Ariza. Back to Harden. Now Capella. He's got 11. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you know, Capella has a big body, Kevin, and knows how to use it as he draws contact from the defense on his way up.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Capella. He's off on the second.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
Paul for 3. He can't get that one, and Golden State will go the other way with it. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Off target from outside. And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Greg has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Use it as a challenge, almost an insult. if a guy wants to attack him, and he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Houston making a switch here. And Mbah a Moute's checked in. And here is Curry. He's got 15. Thompson misses. Harden against Thompson. And Mbah a Moute, the pass to Paul.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control. And one of the surprise moves of this past offseason was Chris Paul moving to Houston, joining James Harden to become one of the strongest backcourts in our league. Kicked off a feeling that Houston would be a force this season.
First one falls for him. And you know, Greg, many thought that Chris Paul may take a look at San Antonio, and he did, but Houston was too enticing a chance to pass up.
Yeah, it's certainly a distinctive third chapter in Paul's career. He's always been criticized for not going deep in the playoffs, and saw Houston as maybe his best bet to make a deep run.
Now here's Iguodala. Green, the screen. Green with a screen on Ariza. 5 to shoot. Here's Durant. Harden grabs the miss. Harden's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He feeds it to Mbah a Moute. Harden kicks to Capella. Iguodala against Ariza. Iguodala dishes to Thompson. Back to Iguodala. Curry outside. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. 18 points for Steph Curry.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
Capella makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Curry. 18 points for him. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Iguodala. Lob pass to Capella. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Hey, Kevin, no idea what happened there, quite honestly. I mean, seemed like he just mistimed that pass.
Green, he's checked in for Houston. Looney's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Thompson. Warriors trail by 11. Curry with it. The pass to Looney. There's the feed to Durant. Green, the screen. Looney kicks to Livingston. Curry passes to Looney. Green inside the three-point line. No good off the back of the rim. Rockets leading by 11. Dishes it to Mbah a Moute.
Hey, close out on Harden.
Harden kicks to Green. Here is Mbah a Moute. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Tell you what, it does not matter who's shooting. The defense has got to be better at getting a hand up on long-range shooters. You've got to challenge the shot.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Houston. Gordon comes in for Chris Paul. Here's Livingston. There's the pick. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had one before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
Harden dishes to Green. Kicks to Gordon. Screen by Ba'amute. The drive by Gordon. It's rebounded by Livingston. Warriors trail by 14. Here's Durant. Joe Johnson pulls it in. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Warriors have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Livingston passes to Looney. The wide open look for Durant. Drains it from beyond the arc. Durant's got 16.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's Gordon. He's got 16. Back to Ba'amute. Screen by Ba'amute. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. To the left wing. 1:31 left to play in the third. Shoots from the baseline. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Curry.
Boy, Curry is so creative and efficient, and when he gets hot and gets going, he rains down points and baskets on the defense.
Now here's Gordon. He dishes it to Mba'amute. Nailed from three-point land. Mba'amute's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Rockets. Outside Curry. Over Harden. That one wide left. Rockets leading by 14. Durant with the steal. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Feeds it to Curry. Back to Durant. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. 18 points for him.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Fires for 3, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
There's a screen. Green, the screen. Over to the left wing. And the miss. And so it's Houston riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and switch and ice and all the stuff we do on point.
And that's Steve Kerr. This is what his teams do. They take away a lot of easy shots, easy baskets.
Yeah, you heard him. Ice the screens, communicate, give me everything you've got defensively.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Chris Paul and Gordon are the backcourt pair. Green is out there with Luke Mbah-a-Moute. And it's Tucker in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here is Cook. Back to Thompson. Pass to Bell. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Shoots. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Gentlemen. 2. Two shots.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Rockets leading by 14. Screen by Mbah-a-Moute. Mbah-a-Moute, a screen on Thompson. Paul with the ball, picked up by Thompson. The dish to Mbah-a-Moute. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Mbah-a-Moute has got 12 points in just the second half. Warriors trail by 17. Cook kicks to Thompson. Rockets with the rebound. Mbah-a-Moute has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Passes it to Green. Back to Gordon. Screen by Mbah-a-Moute. 6 on the shot clock. Gordon kicks to Green. From past the arc. Rebounded by Bell.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
It's stolen by Green. Paul kicks to Mbah-a-Moute. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
One shot, behind the lanes.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Livingston kicks it to Looney. Pass to Thompson. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Tucker's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Green, the screen. Thompson against Gordon. He kicks to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Mbah-a-Moute. Houston needs to get a shot off.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Warriors trail by 20. Here is Cook. Poked loose. There's a good screen. Shoots off the step back. Mbah-a-Moute pulls it in. Mbah-a-Moute has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the call will be against Shaun Livingston. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Gordon. Paul for 3. It's good from long range. Paul's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Paul. The Warriors making the shot. Outside Gordon. Screen by Mbah-a-Moute. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Thompson kicks to Cook. They set the screen. He feeds it to Livingston. Shot clock at 5. Over Green. Livingston, no luck.
If you're a pro, you got to drain that shot. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. The defense left him wide open. Pros make those.
Lobbed up there for Green. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Out to Thompson from the arc. The Rockets pull it in. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Now, here's Thompson. From about 19 feet, it's rebounded by Livingston. Warriors trail by 21. The pass to Cook. Green, the screen. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Sinks the triple. Thompson's got 29 in the game.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
And it's Green with the jam.
Boy, the floor awareness of Chris Paul. Got to respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
Here is Cook. There's the screen. The feed now to Thompson. Dishes it to Livingston. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the high post. He squares up and sinks it.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Timeout called. The Rockets.
Guarded.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
For the Rockets, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Mbah-a-Moute. Riza comes in for Green, and it's James Harden in for Gordon. And then for Golden State, Durant's checked in for Livingston. And Curry subbed in for Cook. And they call an illegal screen here.
Really, it's about valuing the possession. It seems like he's trying to manufacture offense out there rather than just letting the play develop.
Curry against Paul. Here's Thompson. It's rebounded by Paul. Paul's got his third rebound tonight.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime? Much more effective here in the second half.
Now here's Curry. They set the pick. Green kicks to Curry. Warriors the rebound. Looney with the bucket.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Harden dishes to Capella. Lob pass to Capella. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Simply missed the connection there. I mean, I like the unselfishness. Admirable, but just not the result.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Warriors trailed by 19. Curry kicks to Iguodala. From deep. Curry with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Kicks it out to Ariza. Back to Paul. Houston moving it around. Ariza outside. Capella with a screen on Green. Here's Ariza. Here's Capella. Lays it up and banks it in. Capella's got 10 points here in the second half.
And you might as well ride him, Kevin. When he's hot like that, feeling it, Capella needs to be written and written hard.
Here's Durant. The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Capella. Paul against Curry. Ariza passes to Paul. Back to Ariza. And a miss there on the triple. Warriors trail by 21.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Curry dishes to Iguodala. Green with a screen on Ariza. Green the screen. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And probably coming out of the game anyway. I think we're officially into garbage time.
Kevon Looney is checked in for Draymond Green. Rockets leading by 21. Now Paul. Harden outside. Capella sets a screen for Harden. And Tucker has it in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Looney. They get it back. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And that's exactly why you got to box him out, because when you don't, that's what happens. He burns you on the glass.
There's the pick. Harden outside, off the pick. The offensive rebound. He can't get it to go. Golden State's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And watching James Harden, the amount of shots he is able to create for himself and his teammates, he just does so much from his position that is unrivaled. One of the greatest offensive threats, not only today, but really of the last decade.
And for Harden, he's been in the conversation, Greg, for MVP for several years. The way he's able to just carry an offense with his creativity garners attention.
And Kevin, I think he might have won it last year if it wasn't for the amazing season put in by Russell Westbrook. Don't count Harden out, though. He's such a unique talent on offense. Maybe this will be his year to bring home that MVP award.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
These fans love him, and tonight he's given them plenty to cheer about. JaVale McGee's checked in for Golden State. Rockets on defense. They lead by 24, their biggest margin.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Harden kicks it to Tucker. It's Ariza on the wing. He's covered by Iguodala and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And how about the career progression of Trevor Ariza? He came into this league somewhat as an energy player who, obviously could attack the rim. Now he's one of those guys who's primarily a 3-and-D component.
For Ariza, his first few years in the NBA, over half his shots came within a few feet of the rim. Greg, now over 2/3 of his shots are from beyond the arc.
And that's just how it goes for some players in the NBA. Ariza still, he has some bursts to finish at the rim, but has turned himself into a deep threat, and he's always been a presence with his defense as well.
Two shots.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Rockets leading by 23. And here is Paul. Harden outside. Now here's Tucker. Tight defense on him. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. It looked like he forced the shot.
Now here's Harden. Down low, trying to find Capella, gets it to him, throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Here is Durant. It's rebounded by Houston. Ariza's got his third rebound tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Clint Capella.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
And he knocks down the first one.
And James Harden is clearly an MVP caliber talent. No doubt about that. A triple-double threat who really is a stat sheet stuffer supreme.
The Warriors making a switch here. David West, he's checked in for Pachulia. Bell comes in for Kevin Durant. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Cook subbed in for Curry. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Livingston with it. Kicks it to West. He dishes it to Cook. 5 on the clock. West inside. Capella's there, and the basket by West.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Paul passes to Capella. It's Ariza on the wing. Harden kicks to Paul. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Iguodala outside. West dishes to Iguodala. On the wing, Iguodala. Three-pointer. He can't get that one. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris, big win tonight. What do you think was the biggest factor?
I mean, I don't know. It was just our defense. Obviously our offense fed off of it. Guys made open shots, but I think we really locked down defensively, and that's what we're trying to make sure is that we're a defensive team every night.
Well, you were a defensive team tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.